As I share these reflections today, I find myself at 80 years old, looking back over the journey I've traveled. If I could speak to my 50-year-old self, there are a few things I'd say. Insights that might have made my path a little lighter and my days a bit brighter. First, embrace the quiet moments. Learn to be comfortable with your own company without needing constant distractions. In a world that's always buzzing, finding peace in silence is a rare strength. It's in these quiet times that you come to understand yourself better. As you move through life, remember to guard your energy. People who drain your joy, who leave you feeling less alive, may not be worth holding on to. Surround yourself with those who uplift you, who bring positivity into your world. Choose wisely whom you give your time to, for time is a precious gift that cannot be reclaimed. And when worries come knocking, and they will, understand that worrying won't change a thing. It only steals your energy that could be spent living fully in the present. If there's one simple practice that can transform your well-being, it's getting good sleep. Prioritize it as if it's the most powerful medicine you have, because it truly is. Rest brings a kind of healing nothing else can. And as you look ahead at your goals, see them as destinations on a map. The steps you take each day are like a path guiding you forward. Focus on each step rather than obsessing over the end. It's these daily actions that create a life well lived. Notice how people make you feel. If someone consistently drains your energy, it's a sign. Don't feel guilty about creating boundaries. And let go of needing to please everyone or of worrying about others' opinions. True peace lies in freeing yourself from those expectations and living according to what matters to you. Cherish every moment spent with friends and loved ones, for these are the memories you'll hold dear. Value those moments as if they were the most precious treasures in the world, because they are. And remember that consumption goes beyond food. It's the information you take in, the conversations you engage in, the people you spend time with. Guard what you consume, for it shapes your outlook and mood. Moving your body is a natural remedy for the soul, often overlooked. And food, while a source of pleasure, can also be a source of health. Approach it with care. Take time each day to step away from your phone and connect with the world around you. Life is best experienced in the real world, not on a screen. Go outside, breathe in fresh air, and savor the beauty around you. Be thoughtful in choosing your habits, for as the years pass, habits grow stronger, making them harder to change. Start your day with the tasks that matter most when you're fresh and alert. This simple strategy can make you more productive and leave you feeling accomplished. Invest in places, experiences, and people that bring out your best. Being around inspiring people and uplifting environments can change your life. And when it comes to choosing a partner, remember it's the most important decision you'll make. A lasting relationship is built on shared values and respect, not just appearances. Also, make a habit of saving. A little set aside regularly brings a feeling of security that's worth its weight in gold. Money, when managed well, can work for you, growing over time. Food does more than fill your stomach, it feeds your mind and your spirit. Choose it with care. And above all, forgive your parents. They did the best they could with what they knew. Holding on to grudges only burdens you. When you feel uncomfortable, remember that it's often a sign of growth, a signal that you're stepping into new, unfamiliar territory where real learning happens. Rather than shying away from this feeling, lean into it. Discomfort is often the price of progress. And if you can, find good mentors or coaches early on. These are people who can guide you with the wisdom of experience, offering insights no book or course alone could provide. They can help you avoid common pitfalls and fast-track your growth. Live life on your own terms, especially when it comes to decisions about marriage and family. Don't rush into these steps because of anyone else's timeline or expectations. Your path is yours alone, and it will unfold at its own pace. Trust that the right timing for you is worth waiting for. Think of your mind like a finely tuned program. Just like a computer program needs updates, your mind thrives on learning new things. Feed it with reading, expand it by learning new skills, and surround yourself with people who inspire you. Over time, you'll find that each of these actions sharpens your thoughts and broadens your understanding. And remember, there's no universal list of should-dos, that you have to check off by a certain age. Your life is unique, and so is your timeline. Let go of those external pressures to achieve certain milestones by arbitrary deadlines. Taking good care of your health is one of the best gifts you can give yourself. Aim to become so well-balanced physically and mentally that you rely less on quick fixes, whether from the food industry or pharmaceuticals. And avoid slipping into self-pity or getting too attached to excuses. These habits can trap you in a cycle of helplessness, keeping you from seeing your true potential. Tracking what matters to you is a surprisingly powerful tool. What you measure, you can improve. Want to improve your health, finances, or skills? Start by tracking them. Even small, consistent efforts add up over time. And as you go through different phases of life, your friendships may shift. People change, and so do you. It's natural, so don't worry if your circle evolves along the way. Never underestimate the value of a good night's sleep. Sleep restores you and prepares you for the day ahead, helping you tackle everything with a clearer mind. And sometimes a simple walk in nature offers more healing than any complex advice. The fresh air, the quiet, and the beauty of nature can have a profound impact on your well-being. To bring your dreams to life, start by picturing what you want. Break that vision down into goals, then into actionable steps you can tackle daily. Each small action brings you closer. And make sure you're living somewhere that feels right for you. Life is too short to stay in a place that doesn't feel like home. Sleep is as essential to your body as food, if not more so. Quality sleep helps you perform at your best. And think of your body as a system that thrives on movement. It doesn't matter if it's a walk, some stretching, or a bit of weightlifting. Keep moving. When you're young, cities can be exhilarating and full of opportunity. But as you grow older, you may find the quiet of a smaller town more fulfilling, offering peace that can be harder to find in busier places. Often, the life you want is just on the other side of your fears. Pursuing a life of meaning and growth won't always be comfortable, but it will be worth it. And for your financial health, aim to pay off your credit card in full each month to avoid unnecessary stress. Take advice with an open mind, but don't follow it blindly. Test it out in your own life. If it works, fantastic. If it doesn't, let it go without a second thought. These are small choices, but together, they shape a fulfilling life. Live by your own values, not by the expectations or standards set by others, not even by the silent pressures of society, and especially not by the highlights you see online. Each person's life is a unique path, and it's yours to walk as you see fit. Surround yourself with friends who support and uplift you, who inspire you to become a better version of yourself. This doesn't mean you have to part ways with old friends. Instead, focus on growing together, encouraging each other's progress and well-being. As the years go by, you'll notice a significant difference between those who prioritize their health and those who don't. The benefits of taking care of your body and mind accumulate over time, creating a foundation for more energetic and meaningful years ahead. Don't make the mistake of waiting for happiness to find you someday in the future. Start creating it today, even in the small, quiet moments. Happiness is more of a daily habit than a destination. Trust is a fragile thing, one of the most precious parts of any relationship. It takes time and honesty to build, yet can be shattered in a single moment. And if broken, it often requires patience and effort to repair. Growing older teaches us that many relationships can be mended if both people genuinely want to try. Learning this brings peace and opens the door to second chances. And while trust with others is important, trust within yourself is even more so. Speak to yourself with kindness. Your own inner voice is always listening and has a lasting impact on how you feel about who you are. Keeping aspects of your private life to yourself can be incredibly empowering. It allows you to focus on what truly matters without the influence of external opinions or the stress of living up to others' expectations. Sometimes moving forward means leaving things behind, whether they are habits, places, or even people. This isn't about avoidance. It's about honoring your own growth and making room for the things that support who you're becoming. Discipline may feel like a challenge, but the rewards are undeniable. The efforts you put in today will bear fruit in ways you'll appreciate in the future. And remember, today is both the oldest you've ever been and the youngest you'll ever be again. a moment in time that won't come back. Live it fully, embrace it, and let go of any feeling that you're doing it all wrong. Your journey is unique, and it's not meant to look like anyone else's. That's what makes it yours, and that's what makes it beautiful. It's often best to keep your burdens private. After all, most people are too wrapped up in their own lives to truly understand or even care. In fact, a few may even take quiet satisfaction in knowing others are struggling. When life tests you, face it with resilience and inner strength. Those qualities become the foundation you can rely on. Show your love and care wisely, and don't give too much of yourself to those who don't appreciate it. Sometimes people take for granted the things that are offered without condition. Human folly can feel boundless, perhaps even more so than the vastness of the universe. And in a way, the world's greatest dangers come not only from those who act unjustly, but also from those who stand by silently, choosing not to intervene or even speak up. Each of us plays a role in shaping a better world if only we choose to act rather than watch from the sidelines. Solitude can feel lonely when we're young, as we crave connection and new experiences. But with age, solitude often becomes a friend, a source of peace, and a reminder of the contentment found in our own company. When people leave our lives, it may hurt, but remember, it's only the end of their role in your story, not the end of the story itself. What you dwell on in your thoughts has the power to shape your future, as we often become what we think about most. Without a clear vision or direction, we risk repeating the patterns of the past. People who can make us believe in nonsense often lead us into decisions we regret. Keep a wise mind and a discerning heart. Know what truly matters to you. Real love is about finding joy in another person's happiness. It's not just about being together, but also about growing together. And lastly, remember, the future belongs to those who prepare for it. Small, steady steps taken today shape the road ahead, building the foundation for a life well lived. Be like a flower that, even when faced with harm, still shares its fragrance freely with the world. It's easy to become frustrated by the slow passage of time, but as the years go by, you'll find that those moments of waiting seem fleeting, like a lifetime compressed into the blink of an eye. To live wisely, learn life's rules in depth, so you understand when it's truly worth bending them or stepping outside the expected. Life is full of pain. It might be the pain of discipline, where we put in the effort now for a better tomorrow, or it might be the pain of regret, where we wish we had acted differently when we had the chance. While some say nothing is impossible, there are days when doing nothing is exactly what you need for your peace and well-being. You may be laughed at for being different, but perhaps it's because you're choosing a path that feels right for you, while others remain stuck in sameness. True wisdom comes from understanding that there's always more to learn and more to discover, no matter how old we get. When others treat you unfairly or poorly, hold your head high and walk away with strength. Don't let their behavior affect your inner peace. You are the one who decides how much power others' opinions hold over you. It's important to be wise enough to forgive, but also strong enough to let go of anything or anyone that no longer nurtures your spirit or brings you joy. Disrespect from others speaks more about their character than it does about yours. Rudeness might seem like strength, but in reality, it's only a shallow imitation of true power. Never make someone a priority if they only treat you as an option. Your time, energy, and love are precious, and they should be respected. Regret, the kind that comes from inaction or poor choices, weighs far heavier on the heart than the discipline it takes to do the hard work. Make today count by taking action on what you might regret not doing tomorrow. Don't wait for the perfect moment because it rarely comes. Instead, practice and strive for excellence until your efforts become second nature. The bamboo, which bends in the wind but doesn't break, stands strong in ways that the oak tree, which refuses to yield, cannot. Flexibility, adaptability, and resilience are qualities that will carry you through life's challenges. Don't let your self-imposed limitations keep you from achieving what you're capable of. And finally, remember that the future belongs to those who believe in their dreams and have the courage to pursue them, even when the path is unclear. A tiger never concerns itself with the opinions of sheep. It doesn't waste time or energy worrying about what others think. Similarly, don't let the odds or the doubts of others hold you back from pursuing what you truly feel deep within your heart you're meant to do. Life may present obstacles, but the real strength lies in keeping your focus on your path, no matter how difficult the journey. No honest work is ever beneath you. It's the pride and ego that should remain below your feet. The satisfaction of knowing you're giving your best effort is far greater than the hollow need for recognition. Put your energy into doing the work quietly, with dedication, and let the results speak for themselves, instead of complaining or making excuses about your circumstances. Life will knock you down, that's a certainty. But each time you rise, aim to stand taller and stronger, with more wisdom and resilience. Every fall is an opportunity to learn and grow, and the key to moving forward is never to stop taking that next step, no matter how small. The most important step is always the next one, the one that keeps you going, keeps you moving forward towards your goals. Even the smallest light, like a single candle, can illuminate thousands of others, and it doesn't lose any of its own brightness by doing so. Sharing your joy, wisdom, or kindness doesn't diminish it. In fact, it only spreads it further, enriching the lives of those around you. In the early stages of life, people may choose their partners based on appearance or other surface-level qualities. But as time goes on, it becomes clear that shared values, mutual respect, and a deeper connection are what truly sustain a relationship and guide the family, especially in raising children. Your journey might look different from someone else's, and that's okay. If you expect the world to treat you fairly, just because you try to act with fairness, you may set yourself up for disappointment. Life doesn't always work that way. It's like hoping that a lion won't harm you simply because you mean it no harm. People may change over time, and sometimes even a friend today may not be there tomorrow. It's important to keep some things to yourself, not out of distrust, but out of wisdom. Guard your thoughts, for you never know when someone may turn on you. However, every person you meet, whether they stay in your life or not, has something to teach you. Some offer lessons of love and kindness, while others remind you what to avoid in the future. Remember, it's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of money, but never sacrifice your health to achieve it. If you do, you may later find yourself spending that very money trying to recover your health. People may not care about your struggles, and some may even secretly take pleasure in your misfortune. That's a sad truth. But don't let it affect you. Keep them guessing, and most importantly, keep your peace. True wealth isn't measured by how much you accumulate. It's about how wisely you use what you have and the respect you show for it. When you can, share your resources with those who are in need. Helping others brings a sense of purpose and fulfillment that wealth can never match. Thank you for watching the video. Please feel free to share any tips or experiences in the comments below. I'd love to hear your wisdom and stories.